was just wondering how much research was done in terms of the languages, nationalities. I know a lot of the actors are not Middle Eastern who played in Middle Eastern characters.
We had people in our office do the research on dialects and dialogue coaches and interpreters doing all that stuff, but that's about as far. I mean, we did just some general research. Actually, Carlos wrote a really wonderful little thing for his character about a mosque in London called the Finsbury Mosque, which he used in one of his things because he had just read about this, that it was sort of a hotbed for terrorist recruitment in London. So again, like the idea of having a black president, we didn't really want to dwell on any of this stuff. We just wanted to keep the story feeling real and not kind of shine a light or make a big point. Ooh, these are the Middle Eastern people, this is the black president. We tend not to do that in the show. We just sort of depict the world, and there's good and bad of everybody.
And also Reza's character, or Reza, and he spoke a different language than all the other terrorists did, and it was never explained where he's from and where they're from or anything like that. I was just wondering if...
Well, Reza wasn't a terrorist,
yeah.
First of all. So I think he spoke Farsi, and the other terrorists were speaking some sort of Arabic dialect. But
well, if anything, we exploited that fear and that that we may all be dealing with, and obviously it was kind of a sleight of hand and sort of an easy target to to paint. And obviously, all the better when we realized he wasn't the bad guy. So
we had a dialect coach as well for the for the people that had, a bunch of us had to speak Arabic. We had a dialect coach who was great, and a couple of the terrorists were Arabic, and one of them was from Egypt, and he was saying, what you're doing is not an Egyptian dialect, and were you from Egypt? And a lot of people who did speak fluent Arabic and were Arabic were bringing out that dialect. I think when one day I was speaking 2 dialects, and I was like, can I cross over? They're like, yeah, people know different dialects, it's okay, but you should really stick to one, and then if you add a little something from another, it means you traveled a little, so it's all right. And I'm like, okay, we traveled, so I can, I think we probably went to Egypt, so that's okay. So that happened.